Hey, what's up? It's Niane. Niane's radio show. Usually I have Issa with me, but this time, Issa's a little sick, so we're just gonna go along with the show. But today we're gonna talk about a little bit something a little bit sad, and it's about Dolla getting shot and killed. If y'all don't know who Dolla is, he's the one that says, "Who the is that?" And he sings that other song, "Let's Make a Toast," and a lot of other songs. Dolla was Dolla's real name was Roderick Anthony Burton II, and he was only 21 when he lost his life at the Los Angeles shopping mall on Monday in a brash daylight shooting. Shots rang all through the Los Angeles Beverly Hill Mall, and he passed away. We don't know what the signs of death is, but he was signed on to he was going out in Los Angeles to make his debut album underneath the Convict Entertainment, that's Akon's, label, and he was making his his album that was going to be released this summer, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to do so because of the shooting. Um, they say probably the reason for shooting is unknown still. But there is a little bit of a motive that he had gotten into an argument with some men at the Los Angeles airport. Um, we don't know why. We just know that he got into an argument. We don't know over what. You know. Um, they do have a man in custody. His name is Aubrey Berry. He was booked on a murder charge on the shooting of Dolla, and his bond was $1 million on bond, and he's only 23. Again, it's kind of like a sad story to hear that we have to lose one of our rappers to senseless violence and dumb crimes, just like we lost Biggie and Tupac for no reason, and a lot of others. It's sad to see artists come and go. It's always sad to see artists come and go, and people just live their life really short. He was only 21. He had a different childhood from everybody else. He had a rough childhood, a different upbringing in his life, so he was going through some stuff, but doesn't give the right to somebody to take his life, regardless of what the case is. If he called you a punk, or if he said anything that was, rude or disrespectful, just sometimes, you have to just walk away, and you have to just let bygones be bygones. You can't just sit and you know, and kill people over an argument. He said your shoes are ugly. Oh, what? My shoes are ugly? Yeah, they're gonna kill the guy. Um, and like I said, this happened May 18th, 2009. So, let's just hold a moment of silence for Dolla and his remembrance. And our heart goes out to his family, friends, fans, and people who supported him, people who helped raise him, people who brought him to us. Because if it wasn't for them, his mother and his father, doing what they did, bringing us such good talent, we wouldn't have had him. We wouldn't got to know him. So we're just gonna try to we're gonna remember him always. Keep him in our hearts. We're just gonna try to, cope with the fact that he's gone and he's not gonna be here, to make that summer album like he wanted. So let's just make a toast. And that's all for today's show. My name is Niane, and this is the new show. a new show. It's called Niane'S Talk. So just hit me up on my MySpace. Is Angel Honeylove 101 at yahoo.com. So hit me up and leave me any messages. I'll get with y'all later. One love.